This week, Rapunzel escapes again, and the kiddos get a chance to bring video game characters to life. This and more coming up on this week's edition of At Spotlight.
Thank you, Adrian. I'm Chad. Now for this week's edition of On the Stage. Let Your Hair Down Rapunzel takes the stage for a second weekend with a mostly new cast. So if you saw the show last weekend and liked the show, you're welcome back for another dose. Performed by an intergenerational cast, Let Your Hair Down Rapunzel is an outrageous musical adaptation of a popular tale. For a full description of the show, you can watch last week's episode of At Spotlight. Performances are Friday and Saturday, January 27th and 28th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January 29th at 2 p.m. Tickets are available at the door or online at thespotlightplayhouse.com. Also this weekend, Spotlight Acting School is holding auditions for the musical Press Start. They are January the 28th at 10 a.m. Based on popular video game characters, this show is a fun opportunity for the kiddos to mix up their digital interest with the performing arts. That's Press Start for ages 4 to 11, and no kiddo will be turned away, and every student will be cast. Details are available at spotlightactingschool.com or by calling the school at 859-661-0600. You do not have to be currently enrolled to audition, and financial assistance is available. What's on the radar? The evening of comedy scheduled for February has been bumped to March for performance dates. Rehearsals began last week. The actors discussed skits, magic acts, and games to play with the audience. Our cast spans 3 generations, so I must admit I get a kick out of watching how 1970s comedies like The Carol Burnett Show can sometimes make young actors cringe. I grew up with Mel Brooks comedies, so my meter for being offended is almost unmeasurable. If the last 2 days are any indication at all, the show will be great fun, fueled by a very witty cast. It's our goal to keep the show appropriate for most audiences, but anytime you have audience participation, you lose some of that control. So for now, I'm giving it a PG rating. Oz was announced as the next Bluegrass Players musical, and auditions are set for Sunday, February the 5th. I discussed the show on last week's edition of At Spotlight, and details can be found at thespotlightplayhouse.com. That's Oz auditions, and they're open to the community. The next several Bluegrass Player shows will be hitting the calendar soon, and the titles have all been picked. They include Murders in the Air, Dead Giveaway, and Bedlam and Breakfast, along with classic greats like The Importance of Being Earnest, The Great Gatsby, and Little Women. Did you know the building that the Spotlight Playhouse occupies was originally built in the late 70s for the retailer TG&Y? If you have any memories or pictures to share of that, we would love to see and hear them. Later, the store was converted to a Walmart and was actually the site of my first public job when I was a sophomore in high school. We occupy the lion's share of the building now with over 15,000 square feet, including 2 theaters. Come tour our facility anytime. We love to show it off. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you at the Playhouse.